Stock Talk. This is your host, Scott. Hope you've had a pretty good week in trading so far. We've had a pretty good start to the week. Market's been up. NVAX has been up. We had some good news on NVAX this week as well. So far, so good for the week. And let's hope so, because we've had several down weeks in a row with this market pullback. So we're ready for that to end, and hopefully we can end this week in a good place. So that's what we're hoping for. So let's take a look at our portfolio, talk about what's been going on this week. As you can see here today, we had a pretty green day. Markets were up across the board. Now they were down a good bit of the day, as you can see here by these little charts. But towards the end of the day, we did have a run up, and I've seen that here lately. Been closing pretty strong at the end of the day, which is different, and so we're glad to see that. You can see all of ours were green today, except for one was break even. And top of the list here that we're watching is Moderna, and Moderna is up 2% today. Let's go ahead and take a look at that 5-day chart for Moderna. You can see here they've had a pretty good run since last Thursday, and I think NVAX has done about the same. They're kind of running together with the market and with the vaccines, but Moderna had a pretty good day today. Overall, it's green, so we don't mind that. We're not in competition with them really. We know that we track with them sometimes, so I don't mind seeing them go up as well. Because if they go down, we normally go down. If you look at these two little charts here, they're almost identical, and so you can tell that's what we do. And so we don't want to wish any bad luck on them either. All right, so NVAX, here's NVAX. Let's take a look at the 5-day chart on this one. We're down a little bit in after hours, but we've had a pretty good day at 1.5% up. As you can see here, we're pretty much like Moderna since last Thursday. It's been a pretty good run. We had a low. I think this low might have been, that was probably the previous week, but this low was 72, and we're all the way up to 95. That's a pretty good little run in just a few days, so since last Friday. So that's good. We like that. Let's take a look at this. Let's go ahead and pull up this chart here. I've got a little comparison going on this chart here. NVAX, Moderna, and the NASDAQ, so you can kind of see what's going on here. That's a 1-year chart. Let me get this to a 5-day chart. And you can see, as far as the 5-day chart goes, we've got NVAX up 30.72%. And then you got Moderna's behind us at 16.39%. And then you've got the NASDAQ has actually gone up in the last 5 days, 7.41%. So we're trending as the market, so we definitely want the market to be green as far as the NASDAQ goes, and also Moderna. If those two things are green, you can bet we're probably going to have a green day as well. And we're outpacing both of those in the last 5 days. Now, if you go back a month, it's a whole different story. You can see here that we got the market's way up here, and then we got Moderna and NVAX way down here. So, but this is a good trend. We like to see this. This is the direction that we want to be going. You can see these big volume spikes as well down here at the bottom. So that means that big boys are interested when you see these big volume spikes. These are not your typical retail investors. You can see here, look at this. You're running, usually if you look over here on the left side, the volume right here. If you can see the volumes, you're running these amounts, and then when you see a spike like that, you're looking at almost 1 million shares traded in that one whack, okay, in that time period. And then you got a couple big ones here, and you can see that as well, almost 1 million on both of those. And then you can see towards the end of the day where the volume's picking up. So in the beginning of the day, that's where your volumes are, okay. So, but this is a good move. We like seeing that. We're heading in the right direction finally. Hopefully that was the bottom way back here. I think it was way back here. It might have been before that, but let's take a look at the 1 month chart. Yeah, so here's where we were at the bottom, which is terrible. I think we were actually in the 60s, but that's a quite a comeback. That's what we like to see. And today, I think if you look at the 1 day chart here, you'll see where Moderna did outperform us a little bit there, and we were beating the markets, and they beat us just a little bit more. That's fine. That's fine. We just, as long as we're going in the right direction, that's all we care about. The big news this week, of course, let's get back to that. It's going to be the FDA, the EAU application with the FDA, and that's what we were waiting on. Let's see if we can get a look at some of those news articles. That's what we had been waiting on, and here it is right here. You can see it 6 hours ago. Let's see. Here's our article right here. NVAX shares jumped 13%. We had a great day yesterday on Monday after the company announced that it had filed the EUA, its emergency use authorization, with the FDA for its vaccine. So this was expected. I was hoping they would do it yesterday, and they did. So that was great. It was a 30-day wait period, and they didn't wait any longer than that, and they got it done. So now what we got to do is wait for the actual approval. Okay, so the approval, if it goes by some of these other ones, it took anywhere from I think it was like 2 to 6 weeks. So it could be anywhere in the next month or so that we might get that approval earlier, maybe. Who knows? Would love to see it pop up here any day, but I don't expect it this week. But you never know. They had that information for a while. This type of vaccine seems to be more efficient against this variant, so maybe they'll be in a rush to get it done. In the meantime, we're going to look for news along the lines of distribution and more approvals. We've got several hanging out there, and there's all kinds of catalysts out there, and we have been shipping a lot, and so some of the stuff I've been reading, and so the earnings is definitely going to be something that we're going to focus on, and it's either the end of February or very 1st of March. I can't remember what date it actually is, but look for that. We'll be talking about it as it gets closer. But there's plenty of catalysts. So any day anything can happen. Now, the last couple of days we actually bought more. We bought some yesterday and we bought some today. So we're kind of even adding. We did sell some last week. Traded a little bit, so we bought those back Monday, and then we actually bought some more today. I'm probably going to try to trade those in after hours. If we get some green in the after hours, I may go ahead and trade those that I bought today because we've got plenty. But I just figured we'd try to make a little bit of cash today, and so we've got that. We're going to play around with it in after hours. So be looking for that. Okay, so we'll keep trading that, and we'll keep hoping it keeps going up. We're a long way from even, so we need it to go up. But it has done this in the past. Again, let's just a quick glimpse here. You can see now it hadn't been down this far in a while, but you can see it has a tendency to do this kind of thing. But the thing to remember right now, this company is in the best shape it's been in a long time, as far as money, as far as the actual approvals, shipment of drugs. So everything's good. So it's just the stock price has got to catch up with the news, and it hadn't done that yet. So we'll see if it can do that before the year's over. That's what we're hoping. All right, CLSD, flat today. Nothing really going on with that, I don't think. Let's take a look. Just 5-day chart. Nothing really going on. But it was flat today. And Bitcoin actually hit 39 something today. So our HUT, we won't fool looking at Bitcoin, but our HUT, which is a Bitcoin miner, you can see it was up 9% today. Still got a ways to go to get even on this one as well, but we've had a good trend on this one. It just you can see this one almost looks like NVAX, but it's tied to the market and tied to Bitcoin. Bitcoin seems to be following the market, which is not something that it has been known to do in the past, but it is doing that right now. So good day for it. We want it to keep going up. Got a ways to go still on that. Look at the volume. Nice volume on that. But Bitcoin seems to be trying to do a little something this week. Hopefully it can get back into that 40, 50 range. We're way down here at 38 still. But it's volatile. It's volatile. It goes up and down. Just look at this little chart here. You can tell. It'd be something if you were a trader and you wanted to trade it, it'd definitely be something you could fool around and try to trade. But I'm really not trading that one yet. I may do it one of these days, but I haven't started yet. NVTA. You can see here we had a green day a little bit, almost 4%. And for the week, for the last 5 days, it's up a good bit. So that's pretty good. We'll take that. Heading in the right direction. That's all we want these things to do, is head in the right direction. Tilray up today. I think it had a pretty good day the other day, but I don't know where it's at. Yeah, we're still up, trending up on that one as well. Seems we've got the right stocks right now as far as the market goes, because when the market's up, we're up. As you can see here, even today the market was not up a tremendous amount, especially the NASDAQ, but we're up pretty good all the way across the board. And this one here is one that we've got a pretty good size stake in, and we definitely want to see this one do some good this year. It got clobbered last year, so we're definitely waiting for it to turn back around. And there has been some pretty good news on it. Let's see if there's any today. Let's see here. You always get these kind of articles from Motley Fool, why something jumped that day. Like there's a reason every day something moves, but it's not necessarily. So, but this is I think this is going to be a good one for the year's over with. We don't have the volume on it yet that I'd like to see, but it's getting there. So just hang in there. That's all we're going to do. Hopefully this market turns and all these stocks do good the rest of the year. We sure do get clobbered at the first of the year, and we're not the only one. So that's the way it goes sometimes. So you can't base everything, and think you've got bad stocks when the market's going down. It's not your stocks. Again, it's not your stocks that's broke. It's the market. So, and that's what we've seen a lot of here. And so you got to be able to separate the two. Actually, three: whether the market, whether it's your company, whether it's your stock. All right. So we talked about that in some other videos, but that's what I always look for. That's why you don't panic when your stocks are going down, if the whole market's going down. It's just you're caught in the middle of that. It's like a whirlpool. You get caught in it, and there's nothing you can do but hang on. And that's what we do. And so the worst thing you can do in something like that is sell your good company. If you've got a good company and you're selling it, it's just not the right thing to do if it's a good company. Now some of these stocks that we are holding, they may never come back, and you never know. And so we got a decision to make down the road. But the way I look at things a lot of times is they've taken such a beating sometimes that I just let them sit there, and if they come back, they come back, and if they don't, they don't. Because most of the time, it's hard. It's really hard for stocks to go completely out of business. But they do. I mean, especially if you're buying some kind of real speculative stock of some sort, you could get in that situation. But most of the time, they do pretty good. They'll turn around when the markets turn around. And sometimes, it's just a matter of how big a loss you want to take or how long you want to hold them. And that's what we do. We just hold them till we need the money. And if you got plenty of cash and you're trading and you don't need to sell a loser, don't sell it. That's the way I do. But it's up to you. We all have different strategies. I've got some videos on strategies. If you want to watch those sometime, take a look at those. But anyway, hope you have a great rest of your week in trading. We'll try to get on here later in the week maybe Friday or Saturday or something, and after the week closes out. All right. Thanks, and hey, appreciate the new subscribers. If you have not subscribed, don't forget to do that by clicking this button right here, and be glad to have you on board. All right. Thanks. Have a great week. Talk to you later.